We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. We're headed for the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So North Texas offense will have first crack at this one. And for the first time in this one, here's Jaheim White. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quick give. It's White. Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that...
It's a seam wide open. Past the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field for the first time comes Easton Messer. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he gets rid of it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Looks it in. There he goes. Open it up. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, it's White. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Going to the run, it's White. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. He's got 93 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Churns into the pile. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Rush right in his face. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running inside. It's Bernard. They were all over it. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Quick completion to the right. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Quick spin on the run. Hits inside, it's White. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
The play fake. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Clemens. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
In the red area, it's White. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, North Texas! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Holloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Brady.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Throws it off the RPO. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got him on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take.
Breaks free in the middle. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it. It's Bernard. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a third and goal? The snap sets up to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line. line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw one first. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Stopped right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Off-play action. He's got it on the move. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Keep it on the ground. Got some green grass. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Drops back on first down. Turns up, it's Bernard. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before half. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the North Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Bring him down. Florida Atlantic races to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the touchdown Owls. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
20, North Texas, 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Still looking. Fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Clemens. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Finds a tight end down the gut. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good. From deep, it's Garcia. And the returner will be knocked down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Left side is Henry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Straight ahead, it's Bernard. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Lets it fly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand it to the back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand. And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Right at the line. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down immediately.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide left, it's Milner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He's got it. 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure going right. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Mean Green. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Henry.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Finds his target. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. North Texas doing business from the red zone. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to